What's happening? It's Dylan Alexander. Thanks for tuning in. And I wanted to discuss why dating is such a struggle for men and women today. The average man and woman today. Gotta emphasize that. Because it's a struggle for both parties, man. Right? And the funny thing is, both parties look at the other party and say, you got it easier. I've seen it happen. Women swear that men have it easier, and men swear women got it made. But we're both struggling, obviously. Because nobody's really making it out happily in this dating game like that. Unless you found your person, y'all both agreed, and you move forward, and maybe create a family and all the happily ever after stuff. Salute, right, if you found that. But for the majority of folks that ain't found that, welcome to the streets. But no, in all seriousness, man, it's a mess. Because first off, right, what is dating? Right? Dating is kind of a loose term that we don't really define. It's not, super precise. When I think of dating, I just think of hookup culture. It's kind of like an informal way of feeling somebody out and seeing if y'all like each other long enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna stick with you. I like you. I'm gonna keep you around. All right. The main issue with this is that I don't think we're really supposed to be dating like to the degree that we are. There's just too many options. It's overwhelming. I forget the scientific term, but there's a term that occurs when people have too many options they're presented with. I think it's analysis paralysis. They become stuck. They don't know what to do, right? And this is for both parties, right? Men, women alike. We have an idea of what we want. We see attractive people. Men, I'll speak for men firstly because I understand men and I've thought like this. But it's this thing, right, where both parties, we feel like we can get better than we got. We find somebody that's like, man, I like it. You're fitting a lot of my criteria, but you're not perfect. You're just not perfect. But you got like 80% of what I want, 85%, and women especially. I mean, they're very particular about this, right? And so that's the main issue of what it boils down to is we're presented with too many options that we think we have. We really don't have these options, but we have this yearning for like, I can always do a little better. This concept of settling is running rampant on both sides. Both sides swear they're settling. I guess I'll take you. I mean, I guess you'll do, right? That's the attitude of most people when they date. And I think it's very detrimental, man. Social media obviously is not making it any easier. You got dating apps now, which is just a horrible concept. Horrible. I mean, that's a hookup culture. That's the fuel to the flame of hookup culture, dating apps. You got OnlyFans. You got chicks doing OnlyFans, just ruining their whole reputation for a couple dollars. All right. It's a battlefield out here, man. No, the morals are gone. All right. So, me personally, man, I've been through the dating ringer. I'm sure you guys have too, man. I haven't been in a serious relationship in about 10 years now. And it sounds crazy because I'm the type of guy that I've always, when I was younger, was always in a relationship. I was a lover boy, right? I find a chick, I like her, I'm with you, baby. But it was something that happened about 10 years ago. Ironically, the last chick that I was in a serious relationship with, I met her on a dating app, right? When I moved to another city, I first got put onto a dating app. I couldn't believe it. Like, whoa, I got all this access to all these women. It's a catalog of women. You think that you feel like you got access to all of them, but you don't really. It's like it's a casino. You know, you think you're about to win, but you ain't about to win nothing. You might win a couple dollars, but you ain't hitting that jackpot. Unless you just some crazy casino fiend and you just staying there for days and going playing straight. You might get lucky, sure, but I mean, let's be real. Your odds are low, man. So I remember when I was at that age, I was probably 22 at the time, right? 10 years ago. And that was the last chick I was in a serious relationship with. And I don't know what happened ever since. It just never occurred to me to like settle down with anyone, right? I've had opportunities also. I've had women that wanted me to settle down with them. From that 10-year last relationship, that 10 years ago, till now, I've had plenty of opportunities to settle with a woman. And I've thought about it and I'm like, well, why would I do that? I mean, we can date, right? See where it goes? You go back, let's date. We're dating, right? Dating is this loose thing. What is dating? We're hanging out. We're still hanging out. We can still fuck. We can still, you can still cook me dinners and we'll go have a nice long walk at the park and all that romantic stuff. But why would I just commit to you? What have you done for me to say, hey, I'm going all in on you, right? And I think it's just the fact that we just have that thought in the back of our minds, a lot of us. You just think you can always do better. And then time goes on, and I've had many women that I'm like, man, to today, right? It's 2025, and I have women that I'm thinking about from 2020 to 2021, 2022, right? In those 3 years, there was like a few chicks that I think about them often. I ain't gonna lie, I'm being transparent. I think about them. I'm like, man, you know what? I should have stuck with her. Oh, man, the one that got away. Oh, damn. That sucks, man. Now you over here texting this chick that you ain't talked to in 2-3 years out the blue. You still got her number. You can pull up your MacBook. It's got all your texts. You just, type in certain keywords to pull up a certain number from a certain person and you're like, you know what? Let me hit her up. You ever done that? You just hit up a chick out the blue. She ain't heard from you in 2-3 years. You hitting her up, and next thing you know, she's like, I'm pregnant and I got a husband now. Oh, you're like, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. You're a good woman. Congrats. And it's like, man, that's life. That's life. Right? You got to strike while the iron's hot, man. So, there's a lesson to be said there, especially for you young fellas out there, young women and men, man. Get out there, get on it, man. You see that gold, strike while the iron's hot. Don't be scared to commit. And, I think that's another thing is it was fear. There's a lot of fear people have of committing because, again, it's that same idea of like, man, is this it? Is this my person? Am I gonna build a family with this person? Because it almost seems like you're just like, well, this can't be true. Like, this is it. You just feel like their expectations are too grand and unrealistic. And so that's something that I learned from, and moving forward in life, I know what I'm looking for in a woman, right? So with that experience and knowing myself more, it's easier for me to say, okay, you're somebody I could definitely settle down with. At this point, I could be cool with that. Or I can keep playing the field and having a good time, which I'm doing. I'm enjoying life in a lot of You, I'm sure, are doing the same thing. You're single, enjoying life. That's great. But I want to encourage you guys out there watching to not be scared to commit to somebody, right? You see somebody that's fitting most of the criteria of a person you're looking for, you should really consider them as someone to be taken seriously. Because you never know when somebody with all those criteria that you like, you never know when that kind of person is going to come across your path again. I mean, you might find them today, and then maybe 6 years later, you might find another, and then another 4 years after that, you may find another, and you just don't know. Right? You got to be outside. You got to be social. You got to be constantly meeting people. You got to be also, while you're doing that, working on yourself, making yourself better and more valuable in the eyes of your potential mate. And so it's just a lot to consider, man. But I'm saying all that to say, man, don't be scared to commit, man. I know I'm not. But most importantly, man, you should be comfortable in yourself and knowing what you want in the opposite sex. You should know, especially men, you should be dealing with so many women to the point where you're like, you know what? I got a good sample size of women, and this is the type of woman I want. You should know what kind of characteristics and the qualities that you're looking for in a person. Write a list down so it's clear and it's concise, and you can recognize that person as soon as they cross your path, right? So anyways, I hope this helps. Stop being so damn picky, okay? Nobody's perfect, but somebody's out there for you. I'm just here to let you know, man. Don't think you're just gonna be out here and collecting dust. That's what the higher ups want. That's what I believe. I think they want society, they want everybody single and dependent on the system. Whereas back in the day, we had families, and you could depend on your family to get you through life, from your young adulthood till you're in your deathbed. Your family will take care of you. You don't want to be relying on the system. So it is important, man. Get you a mate and get busy. Let's start making families again. And let's make love a cool thing again, man. I love seeing a couple, just full of love, and it's kind of rare, Everybody's hooking up and just having fun, but it's like, man, let's get real, man. All right, so hope this helps, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.